Thanks, comrades, and thank you to everyone for excellent reflections. I want to make a few closing remarks. The first one is in relation to resources. So I think that if you look at the way that most of the world's population has not been able to survive in a dignified way under lockdown measures, has shown, and most of these people happen to be black, indigenous, migrants, refugees, etc., shows how racism remains entrenched within the accumulation regime. And I think that the ideas of debt cancellation, demands for reparations, demands for redistribution of land and other resources to fight back against these growing inequalities is going to be critical. And that means that we need more, and that's critical in fighting for more resources for housing, for transport, all essential services, and to ensure that people can live and food for people so they can live decent lives. The second closing remark really relates to the point that in South Africa we see that even though we don't need a legal system for racial accumulation to take place, it can happen. It happens anyway, and that's a global system. But I think that beyond looking at the question of economic inequalities, class inequalities, the question of the mindsets of people, how racism and patriarchy is really entrenched within the social relations of people living everywhere, for me, it really necessitates the need to intrinsically incorporate anti-patriarchal, anti-racist struggles within our anti-capitalist struggles. If not, I think we're really missing a critical step in fighting for the kind of future that we want. And I think it relates to the question about how the superstructure can continue even once there's changes to the base. And that's why we have to think about how we change these social relations. And then my final point is there's lots of discussion now about where to for the global economy post COVID-19. And many people, I think, mistakenly feel that there's going to be this automatic break from a neoliberal paradigm. And contrary to that, I think we're going to actually see an intensification of a neoliberal financialized capitalist system on the one hand, while on the other hand, we're going to see massive repression clamping down on struggles, on movements who are dissenting against the state and so on, and sort of an illiberal tendency that you'll see parallel to the intensification of the neoliberal financial capitalism. And this, of course, is the growing authoritarianism, shrinking space for democracy, and so on. And in the context where people are talking about a Green New Deal, first of all, that Green New Deal has to be movement centered. It has to be based within existing struggles against racism, struggles against patriarchy, struggles against extractivism. But more than that, it can't be another case of imperialist of another kind, an imperialism of another kind, where this Green New Deal comes at the expense of people from the global south. Thank you, comrades.
It was a very engaging discussions, interventions, and I can gauge different kinds of perspective. And what I can feel, we have a, I can share, I can relate my feelings and experiences with the Filipino comrade. because we are facing a very right wing, far right, fascist, corporate, and financialized capitalism, which is driving, especially in the COVID situation, there are absolutely, there may be some exceptions, but a very few on the street struggle. On the street mobilization has been absolutely clamped down by the Modi government here. And we had a very rich, even till 31st January 2020, we had a very rich struggle against the Anti Citizenship Act, because many queer and many Adivashi Dalits and the Northeast people, they are denied citizenship rights, and especially above all the Muslims. So we were on the street, different shades of lefts were on the streets, but the lockdown gave him a handle to become more authoritarian and clamp down and muzzle all forms of dissenting voices. So the left is on the back foot. I must say here, in our lived realities, political lived realities, we are on a back foot, and we can't. Uh, so far as the Black Lives Matter movement is concerned, uh, we have online petitions, online demonstrations, but not on the spot demonstration. And people, especially, I must say that those are many of our comrades in other shreds of left who are talking about Black Lives Matter. They are not equally vocal about Kashmiri Lives Matter, Dalit Lives Matter, Adivasi Lives Matter, Muslim Lives Matter. So this is very important, that we have to take different kinds of transitional demands, feminist struggles, and especially we have to fight against, the left should fight, the radical left should fight against cis normative heteropatriarchy. So this is very important, because the Dalit, who will mobilize the Dalit queer? Why should they join the anti-capitalist struggle? So all kinds of transitional demands, all kinds of sectoral struggles, which are part of the class struggles, will have to be put together, and have to be driven towards an anti-capitalist, anti-fascist direction. Because with just one example, I will want to show the reality here. Modi has started Clean India campaign, and for that he said that nobody should uh, have, everybody should have toilets, no outside excretions, outdoor excretions. So these points, who will now clean the dry toilets? Who will clean them? The Dalits. So the workers who are not Dalits, who are not Adivashis, will have to learn. This is our goal as a radical left, to give political education to the non-Dalit, non-Adivashi, non-queer workers, that all kinds of struggle are very important, and there should be a joint anti-capitalist struggle, taking all kinds of sectoral class struggles together. Thank you.